All right, so here we have Bitcoin on Bybit on the 1 hour. As you see, we got a nice breakout. Like we were saying, if we could get back into this range and stay above this 21, we would probably work our way up to the midline. And as you can see, as soon as we got above that midline, came back down for, a little chop around a little bit, and then broke out to the top of the range. Got rejected a little bit, had some trouble getting above it, but as soon as we got above it, had a nice move up to the 22,550 level. Um, and right now we are making the retest of the top of the range. RSI just left the bullish control zone. We are below the signal line, but this could count as a retest, or we could come down to this level at the 61.4 level, which would also be support and resistance previously. MACD fresh cross to the downside. Negative momentum is increasing. Your vol seems to be contracting a little bit. As you see, your BBWP is moving down. We are below the moving average, coming down to that middle line. So what I'm thinking here is we do get this retest and resumption. Now, we could come all the way down to 21,500 and the 21 and still be in good shape, which is starting to seem likely. Basically, the bullish case is that we either bounce from here or bounce off the 21 at 21,500. Now, and that would also imply that we get back into the bullish control zone above that signal line. Definitely watch this RSI. If we can get back in this bullish control zone, that's going to mean a lot. Also, we need to get back above this signal line on the MACD. Now, we're only 2 ticks in, so it wouldn't take much to turn that back around. And if we do get in the bullish control zone, I would expect that to turn back around pretty sharply as your vol starts to head up. We want to get back above this moving average. I do think there is a bigger move coming. I think this was just the start. I do think we could possibly get up to 25K. I mean, if we get this retest and resumption and get back above this wick at 22,580, I do think we go to 25K as long as we get a closure above that level. And so there's the bullish case. Bearish case is that we break the 50 at the, well, we'll say this last breakout point. This last breakout point. So if we get below 2,800 on a 1 hour closure, I would expect us to get a bounce at the POC point of control in the VPVR and where that 100 is sitting right there. But honestly, I think we would come back down to the bottom of the range, possibly even come down to this purple box here and continue down. A lot depends on what happens next. I do think a big move is coming now. Whether it is to the upside or the downside is another story. Yeah, definitely stay nimble right now. I mean, we got all these exchanges going down. We got this macroeconomic variables to take into mind. And yeah, I mean, we're going to see what happens, but I do think the move is just starting. Let's move on to Ethereum. By the way, if you guys are liking this video so far, like and subscribe to the channel. Check out the links in the description below. And one being the Discord. There's a lot of good conversation about crypto and investing there. So as you see, we broke out of this ascending triangle. You got a nice candle as soon as you broke out, came back down for the retest, like we were talking about, and then resumption up, did make the measured move. Literally exactly what we said. So you broke out, got the retest, resumption up, getting rejected from the purple zone right now. Coming down to the 21 and possibly a resumption up. Once again, if we can get back above this last wick at 1276, I would expect a sharp move up to the 1400 level. So right now your RSI, neutral median zone. We did exit the bullish control zone. We could come down to this level right here at the 56, 50, come on, dude. There we go. 5606 level. And still be in good shape, which we could come all the way down to the 21, possibly even the 50 at 1200. Still be in good shape. That would also imply that your RSI can get back into the bullish control zone. Honestly, I think it's more important that we get above the signal line, but that is also sitting at the bottom of the bullish control zone. We need to get back above 1255 in order to cross that signal line and get into that bullish control zone. MACD, fresh cross to the downside. Negative momentum is increasing on the histogram. Let's see, do we have any divergences? No, we do not. BBWP is in the lower zone, far below that moving average right now, so we could get some consolidation here for a minute. But we'll see if we can get back above that moving average. That's when that move is either going to go above 1275 or down to 1200, and then we'll come back to it. And the bearish case is that we continue down, get above this midline, or get below this neutral median line. If that happens, I do think we would enter the bearish control zone. I do think this MACD would come all the way back down to the 7.24 level as your negative momentum continues to decrease or increase on the histogram. That would also imply that we get it back above this moving average. So when we get back above this moving average, we're either going to break out of the top or break the 50. And that's what I'm looking at for Ethereum. Right now, I am more bullish than bearish. Definitely. I'd say about 70-30. 70-30 bullish. So yeah. We got plenty of support under us, especially right here at 1220. We're even sitting on support right now at the bottom of this purple box and this VPVR level. So we'll find out. Once we break out, we're going to come back to this. But I do think the big move is coming. I think this was just the start. I think we will have a bigger move than this, possibly up to the 1400, maybe even up to the 1500 level. Let's move on to Solana. Once again, it basically did exactly what we were talking about. We did get the breakout being held up by the 21. We have broken the 21 now, finding support on the 50. We could come all the way back down to $36 and still be in good shape. RSI, though, trying to enter the bearish control zone below that signal line. So Solana looks a little worse. MACD, strong downside curvature working its way down to the zero line. Negative momentum is increasing on the histogram. We are at a point of support on the MACD, but we'll find out whether that can hold or we go down to the zero line and retest it. If we do come down to the POC point of control on the VPVR and also where the 100 is sitting, I would expect that MACD to come down to the zero line. Your vol is starting to expand as the price action is moving down. So as you see, your BBWP did just get above that moving average, which is making me think we could break the 50 here. Now, bullish case is that we either hold the 50 or the VPVR point of control and the 100, and then get our resumption up. We really don't want to pass 36.50 though. Maybe even this breakout point at $37. I would like to see us. Honestly, I would like to see this 50 hold. If it starts breaking down, our last point of support is at $36. If that happens, I would expect a minor bounce to the 34.40 level, but honestly, I think we would come all the way back down to 32.25. So, excuse me. 21 is starting to curl over. So this is going to be in between here and here, in between 38.20 and 37.90 is going to be some pretty good resistance. We did enter this red zone at $40. Got rejected from this VPVR level right on the money. So we'll find out if we can get back above this last high, even this last close in this last wick at 39.25. I would expect us to come all the way back up to $44. That would also imply that we get back above this signal line on the RSI and the signal line on the MACD and start printing some dark green bars on the histogram as your vol continues to expand. Bearish case is that, well, I kind of already said that, but that would imply, so if we break this 100 at $36 and start to come down, that's going to put us in the bearish control zone. That's going to cross the zero line on the MACD at $35. So where's $35? Actually, it's basically down here at this VPVR level. So we got some room to run. We could get support off the zero line. Probably, maybe, we're right at some support right now. But if that breaks, next level is right above that zero line at the 0.03 level. So we are above the moving average right now on the BBWP. So I think this move is going to get bigger. And if Bitcoin can carry the market, I think the move would be to the upside at 39.27. If we can get that 1 hour closure above there, that's going to look really good. So yeah, those are my thoughts for Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Solana. Once again, if you guys like this video, support the channel, like and subscribe. And everyone have a great morning, great afternoon, great evening, and I will see you tomorrow.